Greetings, cats and kittens. Welcome to another edition of Libby's Lullabies. Today I am going to be reading to you The Teeny Tiny Woman. It is a book from my early library. I was in, I think, kindergarten or first grade when I got this book. Checked it out of the library and I lost it. Or at least I thought I lost it. And my mom had to pay the library for it. But then I found it again. And I got to keep it because my mom paid for it. So not only did I read this book throughout my youth, I got to read it to my children. And now I get to read it to you. So sit back or lay down. Either way, just relax and enjoy The Teeny Tiny Woman, an old English ghost tale retold and illustrated by Barbara Seuling. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny woman who lived in a teeny tiny house. One day, this teeny tiny woman put on her teeny tiny bonnet and went out of her teeny tiny house to take a teeny tiny walk. When she had gone a teeny tiny way, she came to a teeny tiny gate. The teeny tiny woman opened the teeny tiny gate and went into the teeny tiny churchyard. In the teeny tiny churchyard, the teeny tiny woman saw a teeny tiny bone on a teeny tiny grave. And she said to her teeny tiny self, "This teeny tiny bone will make me some teeny tiny soup for my teeny tiny supper." So the teeny tiny woman put the teeny tiny bone into her teeny tiny basket and went home to her teeny tiny house. When the teeny tiny woman got home to her teeny tiny house, she was a teeny tiny bit tired. She went up the teeny tiny stairs to her teeny tiny bed and put the teeny tiny bone into a teeny tiny cupboard. When the teeny tiny woman had been asleep a teeny tiny time, she was awakened by a teeny tiny voice from the teeny tiny cupboard which said, "Give me my bone." The teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit frightened, so she hid her teeny tiny head under the teeny tiny covers and went to sleep again. And when she had been asleep a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny voice cried out again from the teeny tiny cupboard, a teeny tiny bit louder, "Give me my bone." This made the teeny tiny woman a teeny tiny bit more frightened, so she hid her teeny tiny head a teeny tiny bit farther under the teeny tiny covers. And when she had been asleep again for a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny voice from the teeny tiny cupboard said again, a teeny tiny bit louder, "Give me my bone." The teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit more frightened, but she popped her teeny tiny head out from the teeny tiny covers and said in her teeny tiny loudest voice, "Take it!" See, my lovelies, this is why you are not supposed to take things that do not belong to you. I hope you enjoyed this teeny tiny story on this teeny tiny story time. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your day, or your evening, your week, or your weekend. And I will see you next time on Libby's Lullabies. If there is a story you would like me to read, DM me and let me know. I am always open to suggestions. I love enjoying new stories. Cheers.